Well, good morning, folks. Nick Reagan here from our first alert desk for our 5 on 5 Plus. I want to thank you for stopping on by. We got 5 minutes of local news and headlines right here from our Live 5 newsroom. Let's start out this morning on the campaign trail right away with some high-profile names right here in the Low Country and beyond. For the Trumps, it's going to be a family affair. Laura Trump, the former president's daughter-in-law, she'll be in North Charleston today at Team Trump's SCHQ. That's going to be at 5 p.m. The address for that event is going to be 5955 Core Road, and it's number 518. She is expected to speak at the event, so you can go out and meet her. Meanwhile, Nikki Haley isn't going away anytime soon. She's set to rally voters in Beaufort today. She's speaking at the Henry C. Chambers Waterfront Park Bay Street at 6 p.m. Doors will open up at 5. A reminder that early voting ends Thursday night. The primary election is set for Saturday. Haley, who is trailing by around 30 points to former President Donald Trump, has said that she plans to stay in the race at least through Super Tuesday. Well, let's take a look outside. Bit of a cold morning this morning, but we're going to be warming up. Nothing like springtime here in the Low Country. Let's go ahead and check in with our first alert weather team right now.
Well, we're starting out chilly here as we get started on our Wednesday morning. I'm meteorologist Joey Sovine. 30s and 40s as you head out the door. We'll eventually climb close to 60 by lunchtime. Very similar. It was a carbon copy of yesterday today. High temperatures in the low to mid 60s this afternoon. Then we'll cool right back down this evening. Start out tomorrow morning back in the upper 30s. 68 tomorrow afternoon. A little warmer than today. And then on Friday we'll be in the low 70s, but it does come with more clouds and the chance of some scattered showers, especially in the morning. It'll be drying out as we head toward the weekend with a partly cloudy sky. High temperatures in the mid 60s this weekend with 70s on the way next week.
We will fight all the way to the gates of hell, and we will win this battle.
All right, well, remember this from Governor Henry McMaster's State of the State address about a month ago? Well, that fight isn't going to make it all the way to the gates of hell. The Supreme Court has rejected the state's appeal to hear its case against unions representing dock workers. The U.S. Supreme Court has upheld a ruling allowing union workers to fill all the jobs at the Hugh Leatherman terminal instead of splitting the work with state employees. This means moving forward, all cranes at the South Carolina ports will be operated by the International Longshoremen's Association's dock workers. This change throws a wrench in the hybrid model South Carolina has long run on, allowing state employees to operate ship-to-shore cranes while union workers filled other jobs. The Longshoremen's Association's vice president praised the ruling, ending a battle that has gone on for years. All right, headed to the courts now. In the first case of its kind, we're hearing the first set of arguments in the federal hate crime trial of a man charged in the 2019 killing of an Allendale County transgender woman. Dequa Ritter is accused of shooting and killing Dime Doe because of Doe's gender identity. Prosecutors argue that Ritter killed Doe to keep her from spreading rumors of an alleged sexual encounter. The defense urged jurors to focus on whether Ritter was actually in Doe's car when she was murdered rather than the alleged relationship. Ritter's also accused of lying to state investigators about his whereabouts the day of the murder and fabricating alibis. A jury in a 2020 double murder trial out of Berkeley County was unable to convict the suspect, leading the judge to declare a mistrial. Prosecutors argue Demajan Gadsden was responsible for the shooting deaths of 25-year-old LaShawn Gadsden, no relation to the suspect, and 61-year-old Lori Gentile. Over the course of 4 days in court, 12 jurors heard evidence and arguments from state prosecutors, but in the end could not agree on convicting Gadsden. The state is expected to retry the case with a new set of jurors in the next few months. The search continues this morning for a shooting suspect in Goose Creek that sent one person to the hospital. Goose Creek police tell us that the shooting happened at the Walmart on St. James Avenue. We're still working to learn exactly what led up to the incident, but we're told the suspect ran from the scene. Police also tell us that they do know who the suspect is. However, they've not released his name, and details at this time are still very much limited. But as soon as we learn more about this case, we will be sure to let you know on air and online. And we've got some controversy brewing out in the Hollywood area. Take a look at this. Some in Hollywood are feeling offended and intimidated after a human-like figure covered in a trash bag was seen hanging from a tree in Hollywood. The display caught the attention of the civil rights group, the Racial Justice Network, who says it's causing fear reminiscent of the Jim Crow era when black people were lynched. Now, signs placed around the tree, presumably from the homeowners, say that the display is a Halloween decoration that they simply did not take down for 2 years. It has since been taken down. Now, those signs also say, quote, "If this was about neighbors feeling threatened by my family, it would have been addressed sooner. This is targeted harassment that is playing on a very sensitive subject to gain the most attention." Now, the Racial Justice Network is encouraging the community to neither target nor harass those homeowners. You can see those signs there, as well as the decoration that has been taken down and placed at the bottom of the tree. Well, that's a look at our top headlines from our Live 5 newsroom. This has been 5 on 5 Plus. I'm Nick Reagan. I want to thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you right back here tomorrow morning.